G'day guys, welcome back to another video. I just wanted to document a couple of frags that I picked up over the past weekend, and in particular this hammer coral that you're looking at, which has a dead head and two rather conspicuous other heads. And with a price tag of $40, I thought, why not take a punt on the two other heads and see how we go. So I spoke to the shopkeeper and she actually offered to saw off the dead head, which I happily accepted, because it saved me the hassle of doing it myself, which I was just going to use with like a bolt cutter or something. She probably would have done a really messy job. But I got the coral and she actually did it for $30, which is really nice of her. And I picked up a gonny as well. Alright guys, so we're back from the shop. I've got the two frags over here. So there's the hammer and the gonny. So both are pretty small frags. That's a gonny. It's just a tiny frag. I don't know how freshly cut it is. It doesn't look too fresh, so it should be all right. And then here's the hammer that you saw that lady cutting in the store. So cut off the dead head, and there's two left. She told me that the other two heads were healthy, which is what I thought as well. They were a little bit sucked in, but they look healthy enough to bounce back in the right environment. So we'll see how they go. I'll get them in now. I don't really acclimate my corals anymore because they take a couple of days to adjust to your aquarium. Anyway, so I just put them straight in, and I haven't had any issues thus far. So I'll get the hammer in first. Got the glue. Just using this random aquarium glue. And now I'm just finding a semi-decent spot to put it. I've turned the flow off from the return and the wave maker. I see a lot of people gluing their corals down with the flow on. I don't recommend doing that, but each to their own. So I'll get the hammer out. And what we'll do is a little test run. So if you want to come in, that's how it looks. It sort of looks a bit green, but it looked very yellow in the tank. Either way, I only paid $30 for it. So if this bounces back, it is definitely a steal. Just seeing where I put it. So I'll just test it out there. It looks all right. I don't know what would pack a harder sting, the fluffy morph or the Duncan coral, so I'm just being aware of that. But I reckon that might be a good spot, just more towards the left though. So I'm going to get it in there and then hopefully bounces back. And I'm not dipping it, and it doesn't look like there's any flatworms. As one of its heads were dead and I don't have any iodine, I see that. I don't know if that is a flatworm or not. You getting that? I have no idea what that was. Alright, so there was some creature on it. I don't know if it was a flatworm or what, but I've scraped it off. And I'm just finding the spot. Whoop, that's not what you want to do. The female's getting a little bit frisky. I reckon just over there be a good spot. The glue there. You just want to move it around a bit and then hold it in place. There's some glues that set really quickly and then others take quite a while. Alright guys, so now it's time for the gonny. I'm going to try and get it off this little frag plug without cutting into its skeleton. It might be a bit tricky. Yeah, and I think it's proper gotten on there. So what I'm going to do is just trim down this frag plug. Because what I don't want to do is cut into the actual coral's skeleton too much. So that's down to size a little bit more flat. Get the rinse off in there, and I'm just going to place it just on Alright guys, I've got both corals in, the gonny frag and the branching hammer. Unfortunately, I don't have any iodine, so I can't dip the hammer coral that was freshly cut. So we'll see how they go. Hopefully they both make it. I know gonnies can be a little bit fussy with new tanks, but my tank is doing pretty well, dosing's up, so I'm hoping for the best, but I will update you guys. So. Alright guys, just to wrap up the video, we picked up a new fish today. Can't see it too well in the bag, but it is a azure damsel. I've had it before, kept it a couple of times. Nice, fairly peaceful damsel in my experience, just to sort of help fill out the tank. I'm wanting to up the nitrates a little bit, so it should help out in that regard. And I also picked up a new light for the mangrove, to obviously just help it grow, so I can get a bit more direct light on it. So I'll update you guys next video on how everything is going, but yeah, everything's coming along. I found a home for the starfish and that Recordia rock that I had, or Redactus rock, so best of luck to them. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and as always, happy reefing.